Hello, this and my other YouTube videos are extracted from the History of Man series, currently 6 books published in print, ebook, and most importantly, audiobook. I'm a storyteller, and if you like these video stories, you'll love the History of Man series audiobooks. Great for commuting or just sitting back and relaxing. And unlike a novel you've read where you know the ending, you can listen to these books on tape more than once. There's so much to learn. Available on Amazon and audible.com, I narrate the audiobooks. And the best part about that is you can listen to these stories without having to look at my stupid face. And with that said, let's get the show on the road. Hello, this is John Bershoff with another installment of History of Man series. Today's subject, Crazy Cat Lady. Now, Cat Lady is different than Crazy Cat Lady. Cat Lady is a stereotypical woman, usually single, kind of a spinster, owns lots of cats. Eleanor Abernathy of The Simpsons comes to mind. Now, cat lady, the phrase, might be a pejorative, might be an insult, but most women with a clouder of cats wear their badge with honor. Clouder of cats, don't get to use that phrase much. Clouder, it means the cats know each other. A glaring of cats, glaring, that means the cats are kind of uncertain of each other. They're glaring at each other. Crazy Cat Lady is different, slightly, than Cat Lady. Imagine Lower East Side, New York City, a spinster with a clouder of cats, but the lady is also batshit crazy. Why? Toxoplasmosis. Toxoplasmosis is a parasite infection caused by Toxoplasma gondii, and it's acquired by consuming certain undercooked meats, but also from cat feces, like in the litter box. What meats, you ask? Well, pork, lamb, venison seem to be the reservoirs for toxoplasmosis. Now, if you have a clouder of cats in a small Lower East Side apartment in New York, you also have a lot of cat feces, as well as that horrible, pungent cat urine smell. What are the symptoms of toxoplasmosis? Well, flu-like symptoms, swollen glands, headache, fever, muscle aches and pains, general malaise. Once consumed by eating contaminated meats, as well as Catwoman contaminating her own food with her toxoplasmosis cat feces soaked hands, the parasite burrows into muscles, heart, lung, retina of the eye, ouch, and the brain, where the parasite forms cysts. Now, these cysts can remain latent or dormant for years, quiet for many years, no symptoms, but they can hatch, and the parasite makes more cysts that then also burrow into these places. And pretty soon, the burden of cysts, especially in the brain, give rise to behavioral changes, personality changes that resemble your garden variety schizophrenia, your basic crazy, batshit crazy cat lady. It reminds me of the song from the Beatles, Eleanor Rigby, 1966. And you don't want me to sing it because I inherited the inability to sing from my mother. But I will say the phrase, all the lonely people, where do they all come from? All the lonely people, where do they all belong? Eleanor Rigby died in the church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came. Now, Eleanor Abernathy of The Simpsons, 1987, might have been named after Eleanor Rigby of the Beatles songs, because the brilliant creator, cartoonist of The Simpsons, Matt Groening, likely didn't make too many mistakes. But I don't know if that's where Eleanor Abernathy came from, Eleanor Rigby. It is actually unknown where the phrase crazy cat lady originated. We certainly know where the phrase cat lady came from. You have lady with a lot of cats. But crazy cat lady likely originated way before The Simpsons, likely maybe 100 years ago in the New York City tabloids or maybe the London tabloids, where there was a woman, an elderly spinster type woman with a clouder of cats who was also batshit crazy. And no one knew why, because, of course, the connection between toxoplasmosis had not been made. Anyway, that's our story about Crazy Cat Lady. I hope you enjoyed this episode of History of Man series. My books, the first History of Man, and there's 6 of them out now in print, Kindle, and audiobook, are like this. They're a style of writing called jumping off, where there's a base subject, in my case, medicine and science, and I jump off into history and sociology, astronomy, geology, geography, art, music, sports, but I always come back and then I jump off again. It's a style of writing not for everybody, but it is entertaining. And I promise you, with the turn of every page, metaphorically speaking, you likely will have learned something or some things. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, and you can look for my other History of Man series subjects, or get the books. Have a good day. Stay well.